Wow. Alright, I can't remember the last time I was so pumped up after a loss. That was a competitive, hard-fought game. Everyone played hard on both sides of the floor. All of our core players showed out. It was a loss, but a learning experience and a glimpse of what we could see in the future. Paolo Banchero displayed his basketball IQ in the first ever play he ever made when he called for the ball after cutting towards the basket when the offense was breaking down. He made a quick drop step move and scored his first basket on his first ever possession. Banchero, Franz, and T. Ross's hot shooting helped the Magic go on a 19-0 run, which helped them go up 21-6. The Magic coughed up a lot of careless turnovers. Coach Jamal Mosley put out a freakishly tall lineup featuring Mo, Bol, Chuma KK, Franz, and a 6'8" Caleb Houston, who was the shortest player on the floor. It was a fun experiment at first, Bol was scoring on a few drives, but the Pistons started putting full court pressure on Franz, and the problem was that nobody was capable of receiving the ball and being the secondary initiator on offense. This is where the loss of Markelle and Cole Anthony was felt the most. We could have put the game away if we had another guard on the floor, but we were limited, especially with Jalen Suggs in foul trouble. And I don't know why RJ Hampton didn't play in the second quarter since he played so well in the second half. Jalen Duren also came in the second quarter and changed the game by crashing the boards. His sick poster on Chuma brought the home crowd back into the game, and you could sense that the momentum shifted from that play onwards. This game proved that total stats does not portray the true story of a game, because the Magic out-rebounded the Pistons, but it seemed like boxing out was their biggest problem. The Pistons got key rebounds when it mattered in crunch time, as they grabbed 8 offensive rebounds to only our 1 in the fourth quarter. Wendell didn't have his best rebounding game, and Mo was not up to it seemed. Eternal Magic killer Bojan Bogdanovic got hot in the second half, and his veteran savviness proved to be the difference in the game. He used his experience to get open off the ball against Caleb, and also baited Paolo numerous times on pump fakes to knock down open threes. Our rookies will learn to improve on those mistakes, but yeah, expect a lot of growing pains with a team that only has one true veteran available to play right now in Terrence Ross. Alright, let's move on to some player breakdowns. We literally witnessed history of Paolo Banchero as he set a Magic rookie debut record of 27 points, but also grabbing 9 boards and dishing out 5 assists. The best part about his performance was that his 27 points came within the flow of the offense. There isn't any hero ball or black hole tendencies in this 19-year-old phenom. He missed some bunnies around the rim, and he acknowledged that he could have scored even more if he just made them. His finishing around the rim will be refined, I'm sure of that, as he improves his stamina and gets used to going up against NBA level length. His defense still leaves a lot left to be desired, especially off the ball, but his efficient offensive production will offset that in his first couple of years in the NBA. He's not a lost cause on defense like Marvin Bagley, for example. He has great recovery instincts and can shift his feet well enough on the perimeter. His awareness will improve because he does have the desire to be a great two-way star, as he stated multiple times since he was drafted. Even though it was just his first ever regular season game, it's not delusional for Magic fans to believe that we finally found our 25 points per game scorer from the perimeter that we've longed for nearly 20 years. Now, moving on to our other foundational piece, Franz Wagner, who had a good game despite being targeted and being forced to initiate the offense. He was sloppy at first against double teams, but got better in the second half, only coughing up 1 turnover in the half. He has great vision, but needs to improve his handles, especially against full court pressure. Furthermore, he's clearly added to his offensive bag, like step back threes and Dirk-like fadeaways. I've already made a video about this, but look out for a big year for the 21-year-old from Berlin. Now on to Jalen Suggs, who I also made a recent video about. It was a tale of two halves for the sophomore. He had 4 frustrating turnovers in the first quarter and was overly aggressive against Jaden Ivey, leading to him being in foul trouble early on. In the second half, it's like he wore back into Gonzaga Jalen Suggs as he was hitting threes off the dribble, threes from like the logo, finishing well through contact, not forcing the issue, moving the ball around. He scored 18 points in the second half and, even more importantly, had no turnovers. Like I've stated numerous times, we need to stay patient with Jalen as he is more of a project than expected, but trust me, it'll all be worth it if he stays healthy and gets more, veteran leadership, especially at the point guard position. We need Markelle back ASAP. Wendell did well on offense, but his defensive rebounding and also overly helping off his man to guard Cade was also an issue. It led to a lot of easy baskets for Isaiah Stewart, including an open game-clinching 3 and also easy Jalen Duren dump-offs. He could do much better, and I expect more from him, as I view him very highly as a future foundational piece to go along with Paolo and Franz. Terrence Ross looks more of a veteran presence this year, communicating well on the floor and also giving instructions to young players during timeouts. The Human Torch was on full effect in the first quarter, but he did cool off in the second half. Bol made his Magic regular season debut and did better than expected. I don't know where he got his low motor label. Maybe it was true before, but with the Magic, it's the opposite. Ever since the first preseason game, he has provided a lot of energy off the bench. He's boxing out well, using his length to deflect passes, bringing the ball up in fast break, and also putting the ball on the floor like a 7'3" guard. I'm gonna make a more detailed video about him soon, especially if he keeps on playing so well and earning minutes, so look out for that. Caleb Houston might not have impacted the box score, but he looked like he belonged out there. He didn't force anything, was hustling hard, and looked to make the right play at all times. His quick shooting release will be an asset, and I'm sure he started knocking down shots in no time. To wrap up, it was a loss to a future rival, I believe, in the Pistons, and we blew a 15-point lead, but it wasn't a demoralizing one at all. It was, in fact, an enjoyable loss. We saw a lot of flashes from Jalen Suggs, Paolo, Point Franz, Bol, and all this should make Magic fans even more optimistic about the future. That's the end of the video. I won't be doing game recaps for every game, that's for sure, but I had to do one for this game. If you liked it, then please like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and share it with those that are unaware of this channel. Thanks for watching, and go Magic.